Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Cal Bears offense will start this game off. The build-up with all of the pranks and the hijinks sometimes seems almost as big as the big game itself. Stanford and Cal ready to square off for the axe.
And memories of football players running down the field, running into band members at the end of crazy games. There have been some unbelievable moments in this great rivalry, and hopefully we're in for another great one today.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most iconic moments in college football history. Now these guys get an opportunity to make their moments in this big rivalry game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Got the quick pass. Harvest was bountiful on the farm the last time these two teams met as Stanford won in a blowout.
Beat down. And Cal remembers that. Stanford took advantage of it. They had the trophy, the Axe Trophy for the whole year. They got to brag about it. They got to brag about how big of a beatdown this was. And everybody heard about it for a whole year.
Yeah, Stanford was just up and down the field last season. It was like John Elway was back there throwing seeds all over the yard. Obviously no John Elway on the field this year for Stanford, but Cal's defense knows it has got to do a better job this time around if they're going to win the big game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford, and you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, Dave, and something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe Trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Ball in the air, intercepted! He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And his throw is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Go straight ahead. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Trying to bully their way in. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on this team.
Lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 10 to South Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Golden Bears in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans.
Oh, he wants it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Pocket starts to collapse, trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Feeling some heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, Northern California is a region divided whenever the Golden Bears and Cardinal get together. And we've seen a lot of that spirit on display so far in the fight for the Stanford Axe.
The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Oh, picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Caught on the outside, it's Henderson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back.
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to throw here on second down. He'll pull it down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Takes the easy completion. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second long.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. They go to the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense has converted just 1 time in 4 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try it again. Direct snap. Got room to work. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now.